Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're getting into something fascinating. The hidden language of nonverbal cues.
Yeah, all that communication that happens without words.
Exactly. We've looked at some really interesting sources showing how your body, your voice, even tiny gestures, they're always talking. Often, louder than what you actually say.
Mm-hmm.
So our mission today is basically to give you a shortcut. How to understand these signals, and importantly, how they affect everything. First impressions, big negotiations, you name it.
Absolutely. We'll be looking at the science behind it all.
Yeah.
Why certain things build trust. Why others signal competence.
For lack thereof.
Precisely. And how just a small adjustment it can change the whole interaction.
Okay, let's jump right in then. First impressions, our sources talk about this. An awkwardness trifecta.
Right.
You've got turtling down, making yourself small, taking up less space.
Yeah, pulling the shoulders in.
And then there's the voiceless power, maybe because of neck tension, a tight jaw.
You can almost hear the strain sometime.
And the third one, uptalk. That thing where sentences end like questions.
Ah, yes, that upward inflection.
Here's what blew my mind from the sources. That uptalk. It can subconsciously make the listener scrutinize you more. It's sometimes linked, believe it or not, with how people perceive deception.
It's fascinating, isn't it? The brain's instinct. When you shrink down or maybe block your torso, it reads as discomfort, like you're protecting yourself.
Protecting vital organs almost instinctively.
Exactly. And uptalk. It can signal things like you're seeking permission or trying to seem harmless, or internally, maybe just self-doubt.
Which then makes others potentially mistrust you.
Right. Even if you're being totally honest.
Yeah.
The signals get crossed.
Wow. So our bodies can kind of betray us in those crucial first moments. How do we flick that? How do you build connection instead of looking hesitant or shifty?
Well, a lot of the research points towards Dr. Susan Fisk's model, the warmth and competence model.
Okay.
People instinctively judge others on two main axes. Warmth, are they trustworthy, friendly, and competence, are they capable, effective?
Warmth and competence. Got it.
And here's the kicker. Competence without warmth. That often
Yeah.
triggers suspicion. Like, okay, they know their stuff, but can I trust them?
That makes so much sense. So, okay, how do you project warmth then? Actively show it?
Physiologically, touch is a big one. Handshakes, high fives, simple physical connection.
Even on video calls?
Eye contact becomes key there. Really looking at the camera,
Yeah.
or if you're presenting, making eye contact with different people in the audience. Using affirming nods, too. It builds trust, releases oxytocin.
The connection hormone.
Right. But it has to be genuine. People spot a fake smile a mile off.
Authenticity is crucial. Okay, what about competence? How do you signal that effectively?
Clarity and precision. That's what the sources emphasize. Short, declarative sentences, concise ideas. And your movements, your gestures, they need to align.
How so?
They should actually convey information, support your words. Because if your gestures say one thing and your words say another, people tend to believe the gestures.
So if I'm saying I agree, but I'm sort of shaking my head slightly.
Your head shake wins. The body language overrides the words, almost every time.
Wow. Okay, so understanding warmth and competence gives you, well, a lot of power. How does this play out in really high-stakes situations, like negotiating your salary?
Yeah, connecting this to professional settings. It's really vital to shift away from what you might call a supplicant attitude, seeming needy or dependent.
Right, you want to project value, competence.
Exactly. So avoid those signals of immaturity or dependency. The uptalk we mentioned, slumped posture, maybe too much nodding or
Being
smiling,
too hard almost.
can come across that way.
Yeah.
And definitely avoid the ick factor.
What?
The ick factor, close talkers. Getting inside that personal space boundary, like less than 18 inches, it violates social norms and triggers a kind of disgust reaction, kills connection instantly.
Oof, good tip. Stay out of the bubble.
Definitely. But on the positive side, mirroring can be powerful. Subtly matching someone's nonverbal cues or their vocal tone shows you're engaged, respectful, builds rapport.
But subtly. Got it. Don't be a creepy mimic.
Exactly. Authenticity, again, is key.
This has been, well, it really highlights the incredible power of all this nonverbal stuff, doesn't it? How you walk in, how you stand, the words you choose. It all shapes how people see your warmth, your competence.
It absolutely does. It's a constant stream of signals we're sending and receiving.
Okay, before we wrap up, you mentioned leaving our listeners with something provocative.
Yes, just a final thought to chew on. Some of the sources suggest something interesting. Adopting a luck mindset. Actually telling yourself, I am a lucky person. a luck mindset.
Yeah, apparently it can be a really effective mental warm-up. More so, perhaps, than some gratitude exercises, which can sometimes subtly imply settling. This luck idea fosters a sense of opportunity, abundance.
Like you're open to good things happening.
Precisely. And that feeling can translate into genuine confidence, which then naturally comes across in your nonverbals. You seem more capable, warmer, more open. It's less about just being grateful for what you have and more about being ready for what you can achieve. Something to think about.
6-Minute Podcast. Business, study, life.